As a child, were you ever abused mentally, physically, or verbally by other children in school? Did you ever feel depressed, hurt, or victimized like there were no escape from the bullying? According to www.pacer.org, PACER, one out of every five students are reported being bullied in school. Unfortunately, only 20% of these reported school violences are dealt with properly. Today we will look into the crisis of school violence, discuss some possible methods of prevention, then explain some benefits to these methods. School violence, also known as bullying, is a major issue in schools worldwide that needs to be prevented. Statistics show that more than 7 million reports of bullying are reported in schools each year. The most common types of school violence includes verbal abuse, cyberbullying, fighting, gang violence, and sexual abuse. These violent acts can have a negative impact on a child's life and disrupt their learning experiences. This can cause a child to feel unsafe, become depressed, and filled with anxiety. And most importantly, make a child feel suicidal. Most of the common places of these types of bullying to occur are in unsupervised areas on the property and during school-sponsored events. In large schools, bullying tends to be more of a problem due to the student-teacher ratio. Sadly, the supervision will fall more on troublemakers and not other students who might not be suspected. The effects of school violence can be traumatic for a child even throughout the rest of their life. Again, it can leave long-lasting effects on a child not only physically but mentally as well. Facing enough trauma could also bring on PTSD when triggered. Now that we've looked into the crisis of school violence, we will now discuss possible methods of prevention. As a parent or educator, there are multiple solutions to help prevent school violence among students. According to www.keepyourchildsafe.org, the most effective method of prevention is talking with the child. Keep all lines of communication open and hear them out. Be clear and discuss the dangers and harms of being bullied or initiating bullying. It is also important to know the warning signs of school violence. Subject to dramatic changes such as withdrawal from friends and activities, line changes in eating, and constant complaints can be troubling signs with the child. When discussion is no longer an option, it is time to intervene. Make sure to monitor the situation at hand. Be sure to step in when behavior gets out of hand and become potentially harmful. Creating a safe place for the students is also an important factor in the prevention process. www.nasponline.org discusses how the school environments need to be welcoming and make a child feel safe when needed. Each child needs to feel comfortable and open to discuss their troubles with an adult. Monitoring systems and plans also need to be put in place during school hours and events. Having a teacher or adult present at all times can cut down on some of the most harmful school violences. Having a camera system is also encouraged for times an adult is not present in troubled areas. Now that we've discussed some possible methods of prevention, we will now explain some benefits to these methods. Helping prevent school violence gives students a better chance at an improvement learning experience. The CDC.gov showed that in a recent study in schools that held violence prevention programs, had improvements in grades and a decrease in violence. Students will also be more interactive and sociable with others instead of avoiding certain activities or groups. Their overall lifestyle will improve. For instance, their confidence, self-esteem, and overall well-being will more than likely increase to higher levels without any impact of bullying. They will feel more confidence and less fearful. Being a victim of school violence more than likely follows that child for the rest of their lives. If prevented, they have a better chance at a more positive opportunities in their future. We have looked into the crisis of violence, discussed some possible ways of prevention, and explained the benefits to these methods. To step up and prevent school violence, chances are it could be happening to someone you know. We all have a role to play in preventing school violence. Whether it is intervening when the situation becomes harmful to others or letting a child know that it is okay to talk or come forward. Bullying must be stopped. Plato, a famous Greek philosopher, once said, "Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle."